What's up, guys? AWO Aaron War Order here, bringing another video. So yeah, before we get to the topic at hand, I would like to say happy Thanksgiving to my American friends down south. Hope you're all enjoying a wonderful holiday, eating stuffed turkey and mashed potatoes, pie, green bean casserole, whatever, or you're watching football. First game was Detroit and Chicago, and then we got later with Dallas and Las Vegas, and the night game is the Buffalo Bills and New Orleans Saints. So I'm hoping you're all enjoying Thanksgiving Thursday, and then tomorrow we got Black Friday with everything going on sale and people going nuts. Shopping is gonna be crazy, right? But yeah, guys, we celebrated Thanksgiving about, I don't know, a month ago in October. But yeah, guys, the topic at hand we're going to talk about is feature heroes for the MCU who will show up. So what I'm basically going to talk about here is we're gonna go over the heroes that are showing up, and ones that I think will show up, and ones that we want to show up. So that are, think, and want. SRW. Show, want. Show. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's get on with it. I don't know how long this stream's gonna be. Maybe we'll end in an hour to get you, if you're into football, get you ended before the next game between whatever. I think it's Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders and Dallas Cowboys. So let's get with the show, guys. So okay, Phase 4, we got introduction of new characters that are joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whether it's Disney Plus or the movies verse, right? Black Widow, we got introduction of Yuna Boliva, right? Who is gonna be in the Hawkeye series? And she's gonna be featured more going forward with the MCU. Yuna Boliva, played by Florence Pugh. And then let's move on to September. We got an introduction of another character making his debut in the MCU. And that character is Shang-Chi, as you know, played by Simu Liu. Shang-Chi. And now he'll be making he'll be in more MCU stuff going forward too, obviously from the end credits scene of Shang-Chi. So we know he's gonna be featured more in the MCU in some capacity. Same thing with Monica Rambeau from WandaVision. She'll be in the Marvels as Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. We're gonna get to Miss Marvel later in the stream. And then let's turn to November, we got an introduction to the Eternals. Beings, androids, whatever, who's been on Earth for 7 decades since the beginning of basically humanity and how humanity progressed over time to where we are now and how they dealt with the deviants. And let me just get my phone here in case stuff pop up. And feel free to comment below, guys. You're probably busy with with Thanksgiving. If you're here listening, all right, yeah, chat, comments on the side. But okay, right? And then about 3 weeks later, we got Hawkeye that dropped last night or yesterday. The first 2 episodes of Hawkeye on Disney Plus dropped with Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, returning Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton, Hawkeye Ronan, and that's their introduction of Kate Bishop into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yeah, so right here, Kate Bishop. But people have been looking forward to Hawkeye for some time, ever since it's been announced, and especially with Haley Steinfeld, one of the best young actresses today on this planet, portraying the young Kate Bishop, and then returning Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, who have a more prominent role, right? And so I saw this first 2 episodes. I did a review, a non-spoiler review. I plan to do a spoiler review. I think it might be a live stream. It could be just a episode, not an episode, just a uploaded video. But there's a chance I could do a live stream. But yeah, so you can check out my review. It's on my channel. It's really like before this. I did it yesterday, and to me, I don't know what the future is. I know they're both considered Hawkeye. Clint Barton and Kate Bishop are both considered Hawkeye in the comics and stuff. But to me, this feels like they're building up Kate Bishop to be the mainstay Hawkeye. Perhaps the Hawkeye they're going to mostly focus on going forward. And Jeremy Renner is going to be more of a background character because you could get more out of Haley Steinfeld because she's still so young. She's 25 years old, so she's still relatively young. Instead of Jeremy Renner, who's let me check Jeremy Renner's age, who might be in his 40s. I know he's been around a while. I mean, let me check. Whoa, he's 50. Wow. I was way off. Way off. Jeremy Renner's 50. I'm not kidding. He's 50, so it's possible Jeremy Renner might be done in the MCU after the series, or he could still be in some MCU stuff, but just not a prominent role where Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld is going to take more of the time, screen time, whatever she's going to possibly be in, because we know. Like this just got out of this way. She's not gonna be this just in a series. They're setting her up, right? We know they're setting her up for more stuff. We don't know like the tease of Young Avengers possibility. She looked at Kevin Feige in an interview. Young Avengers. We just know Haley Steinfeld, Kate Bishop is gonna be definitely involved in the future. I'll be okay. I'm back. And I just think it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that she's going to be back as Hawkeye in that wherever next project, Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU project that Kevin Heisen has in store for Kate Bishop making her return. Maybe we'll see the end of season. I think it's a limited series. I don't think it's a season series based like Loki. I think this is limited. Just an introduction of Kate Bishop. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out the end of the season. Like they did with Loki. Like Kate Bishop will return in Hawkeye season 2, or we can say Kate Bishop will return in this film or whatever. Like they do with a lot of Marvel Cinematic projects where they will return. You know. All right, so I was just reading something on Twitter, so it's okay. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I know it's a little slow today, guys. A little slow. I'm just reading stuff on Twitter. But yeah, let's talk about other characters. So, She-Hulk. We know this is happening. We saw the little teaser trailer for it at the Disney Plus Day a couple weeks ago. We know Tatiana Maslany is going to portray Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. So we know she's in the future of the MCU. Obviously, that's confirmed. We have footage. We have footage of her. And I don't know when this is going to show up. I don't know when this is going to debut. It's going to debut in 2022. If I had to guess, late first quarter, early second quarter. So maybe between late February, early March, or early April. That's my guess when it will debut for She-Hulk. So we know, and she's probably gonna also be in other stuff, other projects, maybe small roles in other projects, or maybe she'll end up in the movies. We know it's just gonna happen. They're setting like here's the thing about these Disney Plus shows. They're setting up these characters to be not just in the series, but also in the movies. And yes, some of them came off spin-offs of the movies into the Disney Plus shows, but the ones that were not in movies, like Kate Bishop, for example, or Hawkeye, except Jeremy Renner, like of course, this is still considered a spin-off of the movies. Like all the Disney Plus shows are spin-offs of the movies, but like the character the main focus on, like Kate Bishop, well, she wasn't on a spin-off show, right? And she'll be in the movies, and that's what's gonna happen with She-Hulk. Now, She-Hulk obviously is going to have her cousin, Bruce Banner, in it. We're going to be introducing new villains. We're going to get Abomination back. Same actor. Maybe from the same universe. Perhaps. Oh, no, I don't know. No, I was gonna say something that doesn't seem logical to me. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, okay, we're getting She-Hulk, so we know that's for sure. Now we're gonna go. Obviously, we're getting Moon Knight. Moon Knight. Let me find a picture of Moon Knight for you guys. Moon Knight, played by Oscar Isaacs, who was just in Dune. Also was Apocalypse, but it's also Poe. Was also Poe in Star Wars, the sequel, and he's gonna be taking on the role of Moon Knight, which is coming out next year. Like a lot like She-Hulk, we don't know when, but it's gonna come out next year. My guess, I think Moon Knight is gonna be after She-Hulk. I just have just by looking at it, I think it's just by looking at how I don't know. I can't really explain it. I really don't have any evidence to back it up. I'm just gonna say I think Moon Knight's gonna happen after She-Hulk. And I think the teaser trailer looked amazing. Yeah, and once again, he's gonna be more stuff. They're not just setting up these new characters just to be in, or these new lead characters just to be in one thing. They're obviously gonna have crossovers, right? Because that's what Marvel does and the MCU does, crossovers. That's what comics do, and that's what the Marvel will do with their characters on the big screen, or Disney, whatever the MCU. They'll always have crossovers. Like, they're not just gonna be in one thing. Obviously, with the universe opening, we could end up with heroes from different universes, from the multiverse. We could end up with villains. I mentioned that. My last video, I think it was on villains. Let me check. My last live stream, let me check if it was based on villains. Yes, my last live stream was based on villains, and I mentioned the multiverse over and over again, saying Doctor Strange in the end of the trailer said we're getting visitors. We obviously got the Spider-Man villains, but also at the end of the trailer he said we're getting visitors from other worlds. Now, from his point of view, it's not a good thing, right? Like, it's a bad thing. Like, more villains possibly coming. But there could also be other heroes from different universes coming through the multiverse. Now, obviously, the two Spider-Mans, Tobey and Andrew Spider-Man, are obviously in it. I think it's just a full conclusion that they're in it. So I think it's possible. I think it's a possibility to get other heroes, and it's a possibility that these teams of heroes. I doubt this would happen. I think this is the most logical choice would happen if this team gets introduced to these teams. I have, and we're gonna talk first X-Men. Now, obviously, seen this picture. We got Wolverine, Magneto, Rogue, Iceman, Professor X, Quicksilver. Now, hello, Anchorman. Now, I'm not saying these actors are coming back because I doubt it. Maybe there's a chance Sir James McAvoy or Patrick Stewart's Magneto. Enoch's good. I talked to him last night. He's good. He's doing good. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, I doubt to see him coming back. I don't think he's gonna be coming back as Wolverine. I think they should go with somebody younger. Now it's from somebody younger where they could build up the X-Men. I'm not maybe Jean Grey will come back. Sophie Turner. I think Sophie Turner could come back. she's still up for it. Some of the X-Men from the past movies may come back, like Sophie Turner's Jean Grey, the Storm, whoever plays Storm, Nightcrawler. I think there's a chance they could come back with the same actor. Why is that? Why did he block you? I also think, but I wouldn't be surprised if the X-Men do get introduced through the multiverse from Doctor Strange botching the multiverse because of Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man kind of botching the spell. So I wouldn't be surprised with X-Men. I think I don't know, because I don't know how any other way they can use the X-Men into the MCU besides getting them from the multiverse, from the botched spell by Doctor Strange because of Peter or Tom Holland Spider-Man. I don't see any other way they could get them in right now besides having them come through the multiverse, where I think the multiverse is going to converge and form one big universe. Like bunch of multiverses. You're going to go like this, making a big thing. Oh yeah, he gets very passionate about Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. So yeah, I know. So like all these multiverses converge in one big multiverse. Boom! One big multiverse, one big universe. It creates. I think that's a possibility that could happen. And that's possibly how we get X-Men, because to me, introducing X-Men just in a general, all of a sudden they show up out of nowhere way, doesn't, to me, it's like in the MCU, if they don't have a creative way, it's like, what? You know, the X-Men are treated, right? They're treated like outcasts. People fear them. But in MCU, I don't think people would fear mutants or the mutants, because in the MCU they've seen beings with superpowers already. So I don't think so it might be hard to do mutants in the MCU really, because I don't think people would fear them, because they've seen beings with powers, obviously evil beings, but they also saw their heroes with superhuman abilities and stuff. So I don't think they would fear the mutants like in the MCU, like how mutants are supposed, or how mutants are treated politically as outcasts, and how Magneto sees mutants as superior beings. I don't know how that could work in the MCU now, because they kind of seen it already, because they're really people already seen them. They've already seen superpower beings. Did you get an argument over Tobey Maguire? If you're here in the chat or in the... No, man, I'm Canadian. I don't celebrate American Thanksgiving. I celebrated it last month. Well, I didn't really celebrate it, but in Canada we celebrated last month in October. So I'm just going to watch football. That's all. It's a normal day for us Canadians. And let's get to the other family. Family. Let's get to the other group. Fantastic Four. Now, a lot like the X-Men, this has been confirmed happening. Fantastic Four is on their slate, obviously, right? It's on their slate. I think Kang gave us a hint that the Fantastic Four is happening, and they basically told us the Fantastic Four is happening by that little video back in May, where they basically summarizing the plans for Phase 4, and at the end, the Phase 4 number was created like the Fantastic Four logo. So yeah, we're getting the Fantastic Four for sure, and they might be another multiverse heroes team popping up for the multiverse from the botch spell. Now we know Emily Blunt, and I think Emily Blunt has any interest in it. I don't think John Krasinski ever talked to Marvel. Emily Blunt, I'm on the train and saying Emily Blunt is not gonna. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll answer that. But no. Just because Emily Blunt doesn't have interest in it doesn't mean John Krasinski has interest in doing it. Just because they're a married couple because they're a married couple does not mean they have to be in the same movies together. It happens all the time. So if based on what Emily Blunt said a couple of months ago, I think this is on Jungle Cruise. Yeah, on Jungle Cruise, how she really doesn't have interest in being a hero. She hasn't buried it or like talk trash about or like. She just has no interest in it. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean John Krasinski is not gonna be in it as Reed Richards. It doesn't mean that. So I think Emily Blunt is not gonna be in it, but I still say there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance John Krasinski will be a Plastic Man, not Plastic Man. Reed Richards. So don't take anything from Emily Blunt saying she has no interest in being in superhero movies. Doesn't mean anything for her husband, really. Her husband can still be in it as Reed Richards. So don't worry about that, guys. Now, you don't have to worry about that. Now, I don't know if he's gonna be. I know they're planning the movie. It seems like there's no announcements who's in the movie being cast. Doctor Doom is a villain, but we don't know who the team is. The superhero team, the family of. There's a lot of people like. I really don't know. I don't know who could be like a good Sue Storm, a Thing, or a Human Torch. No, it's not going to be Chris Evans. Is coming back as Human Torch unless Darth Lunga. What's Darth Lunga? No, I don't think so, man. But we know what's happening, and it's probably gonna happen like with I'm betting you that the 2022 we are gonna get cast announcements for Fantastic Four. Now, may not be all four members at once, maybe one by one, two at a time. But I'm betting you we're gonna get cast announcements for Fantastic Four next year. Because I think 2023 Fantastic Four will happen. But there's a slight possibility. There's a possibility 2024 Fantastic Four would happen because 2024. I don't know. So yeah, okay. Darth Baby Lunga. Oh, you're hilarious, man. I don't know if he'll stream tonight. He says he will stream tomorrow as for watch parties for movies, but I don't know about tonight. Tomorrow he said he'll be streaming watch parties tomorrow. But be on the lookout. You could be doing stuff tonight. I don't know. And I'll be right back. Now, if you're here, send a like. Alright. Where was that? Okay, next hero. Who next hero I have in my fucking list? Pictures. Okay. 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 Who else we're getting, right? Okay, okay. Look, we are getting Blade. Played by Mahershala Ali, of course. Not Wesley Snipes. And if you saw Eternals, we know Blade sort of makes an appearance. Not physically, but you can hear his voice. And then end credit scenes with Dave Whitman, who becomes Black Knight. And we're gonna see Black Knight, obviously. Black Knight, we're gonna see Dave Whitman's Black Knight, obviously more future MCU projects. Beavis and Butthead? I don't know. I haven't checked Mike Zero. It's probably making up shit again, making up lies. That's all. But yes, but Blade is in it, we know, because we saw from the end credit scenes, his voice. It's pretty much a confirmation that Blade. I think they're planning to start filming Blade next year, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. I think it's next year, probably for 2023, 2024 release time frame. And he may have a tie-in with the Black Knight. But yeah, we're getting Blade, guys. I mean, I know Mahershala Ali is kind of like in his 50s, but who cares? Okay, who else? Okay. Here's a big one. Charlie Cox is Daredevil. Now, if you saw the leaked photos, I think it's pretty clear. He's in Spider-Man No Way Home, right? From that one photo with him sitting with Peter, May, and Happy Hogan at the table, obviously discussing the case, discussing the defense for Tom Holland Spider-Man. No, I don't. We do require Dr. Octopus for. I mean, he's in. We know Dr. Octopus is in the film, but it's not going to be this Octopus, Dr. Octopus, Alfred Molina. It's not going to be him. So I don't think so. I think it's a long. Anchorman, I'm sorry, but I think it's a long shot of that happening. A huge long shot. I mean, like, I put it like a 2% chance. I don't want to give 0, but I think it's really, really low. And we know, okay, so we know he's going to be back, and there's rumors about an Untitled Daredevil project. I don't know if it's a Disney Plus series or a movie, but there's a rumor about an Untitled Daredevil project. And I do think he's an MCU, because we saw from that. I do think this will lead into a Kingpin. Might be somewhere in Hawkeye. Like, guys, if you've seen Hawkeye, and I mentioned Kingpin in my review, it doesn't mean I spoiled it if he's in it, because I don't know. I'm just telling you I think he's in it, but I didn't spoil it. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be in it. I think he's in it. Later, Anchorman. But I think he's in it. And I think since Daredevil's in it, I think Kingpin's in it. I think since Echo's in it, I think Kingpin is a very good chance he's in it as a villain. Later, man. Later. So I really do think, and this is what people want. This is of the Netflix shows, people wanted Daredevil to be Daredevil in the MCU the most, and we're getting it. Now I don't know what's gonna be like. I don't know how different it's gonna be. Will it be a multiverse affecting it? Will it be Daredevils from a different universe affecting it? Wait, I think it's in the same universe, isn't it? Is it MCU? I'm not sure. Or could still be Charlie Cox playing Daredevil, but a Daredevil from a different universe instead of the one he played on Netflix. It can still be the same actor playing same. It can still be not a variant. I want to say variant. From look, I would say a different universe. Daredevil. Charlie Cox. Not the one from the Netflix show. It's still play. I don't know. Yeah, I'm drinking water. Let's go to something else, bigger. As you know, Thor 4, Love and Thunder, it's coming out July. I think it's July this year. Starring Jane Foster from Natalie Portman, Liam Hemsworth as Thor, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, and so on. And Christian Bale's gonna play the Butcher, the God Butcher. I forgot his name. And I think Better Way Bill is in it, making his debut in the MCU. So there's another hero. And yeah, so we're gonna get Jane Foster being Lady Thor. She's gonna wield the emoji or whatever, and she's gonna transform her into this, into Lady Thor, and kick ass, and help fend off Christian Bale's, the villain Christian Bale's play, the Butcher, God Butcher. I forget his name. I just know he's a God Butcher. I'll figure it out. And it's gonna be all. I hope it's good. But you know, people. Jane Foster series. The Lady Thor was very popular for timing. If you know how she got her, I don't know if you know how she got her. How she became this. I don't know if they're gonna go with that storyline because in the comics, she had cancer. She had cancer, like a very serious cancer, life-threatening cancer, and when she takes the deer and becomes Lady Thor, I mean it cures her and stuff, right? But when that goes away, she gets the cancer back. The cancer comes back, right? So I don't know if we're gonna go with a storyline like she's gonna be diagnosed with, I forget what kind of cancer it was, but it's a very serious type of cancer, life-threatening. I don't know if we're gonna go down that road here, or they're gonna find some other way. Same with She-Hulk, like She-Hulk, right? She-Hulk, the way she got the blood, the blood from Bruce Banner in the comics. I don't know if they're gonna do the exact same thing in the TV show. I don't know. Oh, really? Well, I'm just reading something, man. Whoa. Okay. So that's Lady Thor. I was just sorry for a little delay. I was just reading something. Now, who else I want to go? Okay. Okay. Speaking of Blade, I wonder if they can do Elsa Bloodstone, the monster hunter who hunts monsters and kills them. I wonder. I think there's a possibility she's going to be in the future. I don't know when. She might be a long way off. But since they're going supernatural, like since they're some of the next movies, the direction the MCU is going, not all supernatural. Obviously, they're going cosmic and multiverse and stuff, time travel possibly. But they're also going supernatural with Blade, Moon Knight, Black Knight. I guess you could throw Eternals up there. There's a possible chance to have Elsa Bloodstone in it. She's not a highly popular character, but if you know Marvel, you know about Elsa Bloodstone, so there's a chance, and they have a monster team ups in the future. Okay, so this is more detail. Where do I want to go? So I did it. Okay, and yeah. Now, look, I honestly got Nicolas Cage here on the left. So he played Ghost Rider in 2 movies. Now, I do think Ghost Rider is going to happen in the next 2 to 5 years. I think it's a foregone conclusion it's going to happen. No, it's not going to be the one from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Bobby Reyes, played by Gabriel Luna, I think that's the actor. But I do think Ghost Rider is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be Keanu Reeves, who has interest playing in the MCU. Look, he has interest. Nobody's talked to him. He has interest. There's no talk to him. Or it's Norman Reedus from Walking Dead. I saw them. Well, just because he's a motorcycle enthusiast, he loves motorcycles. He has to play Ghost Rider. It shouldn't be a necessary prerequisite for an actor to be in awe with motorcycles just to play a character who rides a motorcycle, going after villains, criminals, corrupted souls. You don't need that as a prerequisite. It's called acting. I think Ghost Rider's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be Keanu Reeves or I guess Norman Reedus. I don't know, but I do think I'm convinced. I'm convinced. You can call me crazy or not. I do think Ghost Rider is happening. Ghost Rider is happening. Next 2 to 5 years. I just see signs of it pointing that way since they're getting more supernatural. Yes. But yeah, I think Ghost Rider is happening. No. If they really want to do this right, bring Nicolas Cage back as Ghost Rider. Bring him back! I actually liked him as Ghost Rider. Or as Johnny Blaze in the first movie. I did. I didn't think it was a bad Johnny Blaze or Ghost Rider. I didn't think it was a terrible movie at all, but just bring him back. Are you guys, a question for you, Ghost Rider. And this goes for all the characters that haven't been cast yet with actors. Who would you like to see play as certain characters like Ghost Rider, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, etc.? Characters that have not been cast yet. Who would you like to see play them? Will you like see Nicolas Cage back? Will you say like Norman Reedus or Keanu Reeves? If not, as Ghost Rider, or what characters would you like to see him play? Or and going Fantastic Four, X-Men, just characters that haven't been confirmed for the MCU or confirmed, but just have not been cast yet. Okay. All right. Look at that. Let's see who's next on the list. Okay. This one, I don't see happening. Captain Britain. Now, Henry Cavill has stated he would love to be, if he would love to be in the MCU. Now, Henry Cavill has also stated he wants to do stuff, come back as Superman and finish Superman, right? But Henry Cavill is like a nerd. He likes a lot of things, different things. He's doing Witcher, especially stuff. His interest in Mass Effect, not the series, but just Mass Effect in general. There's a lot of things. But for the MCU, he's expressed interest in joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, playing one character, Captain Britain. But I'm afraid I don't see this happening. I don't see Captain Britain happening. But Henry Cavill, maybe. Will he jump ship? Or he could. Well, technically, he's not jumping ship. It's not like going from the Yankees to the Red Sox, or Red Sox to the Yankees, or WWE to AEW, or AEW to WWE, or back in the day WWE to WCW, or WCW to WWE. It's not like that. Acting's off. No such thing as jumping ship in acting. I just don't see Captain Britain happening. Yeah, pessimistic. And she is, Captain Britain, Brian Braddock, is the sister of Psylocke. So I don't know how that would tie in. But don't get your hopes high for Henry Cavill to play Captain Britain. Now, I don't know if Henry Cavill is like talked to Marvel. He's just expressed interest in playing Captain Britain. He wants to play a character that hasn't been seen on the big screen. And he wants to play Captain Britain. It makes sense because Captain Britain is British, but also he's a brother of a mutant. And I just don't see it. I just don't see it. No, later 2022 and 2023, we're getting Miss Marvel. I don't know the actress's name, but we know we're getting Miss Marvel. Later 2022, a series 2022. So She-Hulk, Moonknight, and then Miss Marvel. It could possibly, maybe Secret Invasion, I don't know. But we know we're getting a Miss Marvel. And then Miss Marvel, you know how I said these characters are going to be used more than once in future projects. We know for a fact Miss Marvel is going to be in the Marvels movie that has Brie Larson as Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau. We don't know who she's going to play. It seems like Bloom. I don't know if it's Bloom Marvel. I don't know. And then we're going to have this actress. I'm sorry, I don't know her name, playing Miss Marvel. So we're going to have all the Marvels in the Marvels. So this is just going to be a lead up, an introduction to this character. I wonder if she'll meet. I wonder if Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, will make a small cameo in this show or not, or they'll end up meeting in the movie, which they're filming right now. They're filming that movie right now. Marvel's, and it's coming out in 2023, early 2023. I think February or March 2023. It was originally supposed to come out next year around this time, but they moved it back because they moved all the MCU movies back. Doctor Strange has been pushed back to May. Thor is in July. Is it this movie? This movie, I think, is I think it's another movie. What's the other movie? Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna fin and okay. No, I'm not done yet. Adam Warlock, played by Will Poulter, being Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which is filming right now, and we know Warlock's gonna be in the movie. Now he was teased in the second movie of the end credit scene, but never came to fruition. Now he's gonna be in the third movie, and I think it's gonna be based on Magnus, the alter ego of Warlock. I just think it might be a little different without the Soul Stone. But if you played the game or you read the comics, you know who Magnus is, and you know who Warlock is, and I think it's gonna be epic, be great. See Magnus and Warlock in Guardians 3. And yeah, I'm excited for this. It comes out 2023. They're filming now, so I don't know when 2023, but it's coming out in 2023. I can't wait for this. Alright, so now this is right now it's not gonna be the MCU verse stuff, more Sony stuff, but people are starting to talk about Miles Morales possibly getting a film. Now, I think it's early for Miles Morales because we still have to establish Tom Holland's Spider-Man. We know that Far From Home is going to be the end of high school years for Tom Holland. So maybe if they establish him in the university or whatever until he gets to his early 20s, somewhere in his 20s, then he can establish a Miles Morales. Because like in the comics and in the video game, Peter's from what, late 20s, early 30s, possibly, or I don't know, maybe mid 20s to late 20s before he met Miles Morales, who was still a teenager. I think there's a chance. So, but we know Miles Morales is it's gonna end up in the MCU because or Sonyverse, whatever. Because from the first movie, so Don Glover played the Prowler, Aaron Davis, Miles' uncle, brother of Miles Morales' father, who's a cop. Aaron Davis went the other way, he went to become a criminal. So we know there's a tease, and he did mention his nephew. He did mention his nephew in that movie, I remember that. So there's a tease that Miles Morales is in the Sonyverse, MCU verse, and it might be an Easter egg to a future introduction of Miles Morales into the MCU to Sony at some point in the next few phases. So I don't see it right now, but there's very good chance. A very good chance, and I do see it happening. Okay, so final introduction has to do with Spider-Man. Well, kind of. No, wrong picture. Where is she? Where is she? Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. Well, no, this has been confirmed as Jessica Drew Spider-Woman will end up happening, being filmed. There's no update on it, but the rumor, I think it's been confirmed that Olivia Wilde is to be directing this movie, but nothing has been updated since that confirmation of Olivia Wilde possibly directing a Spider-Woman movie. I don't know what's gonna be part of. Probably the Sonyverse. I have no idea. It's interesting. We know they're building up more of a Spider-Man universe. Morbius, Venom, No Way Home, stuff like that. We know they're building up with all the other villains. We're gonna see more. The future of some of the Spider-Man lore is gonna end up in MCU. We're gonna see more of it. I guarantee. We're gonna see more of it. Like we're Miles Morales, Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen. So I don't know. We're gonna see more of it. We're gonna see more of it. I just know. I just know. I have my sources. No, I'm kidding. I don't have sources. Oh, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Let me think. Let me think. I don't know about Sentry. Oh, Nova, possibly. We might get Nova. I think there's a chance we're gonna get Nova. I think with the Nova Corps and stuff, I think we're gonna get Nova for sure. Um, Luke Cage, possibility. I don't know. Luke Cage, I think maybe Jessica Jones. I don't know about Punisher. I don't know about Iron Fist. I don't think if they have Iron Fist join the MCU, I think it'd be with a different actor. Be recast with a different actor. Uh, will Jessica Henwick come back as Colin Ring? I don't know. I really don't know. Uh, Punisher, I as a question mark. Deadpool, maybe. Deadpool is a maybe for me. But yeah, that's it. So before I go, tell me what do you guys think? Who you like to see in MCU? What actor or actress? And yeah, who you like to see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And what character do you like to see him portray in the comments below? And such. And with that, before I go.
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!
You guys are too sweet. So like, share, subscribe, do what I asked. And with that, you guys are cool and stuff. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Watch some football. Eat with your family. Say what you're thankful for. And with that, AWO, Aaron Warder, is out. Take care, guys.